Another example of how Sigrid uses concepts within her sophomore album, How to Let Go, is through the song Burning Bridges, where she tends to pick a concept and then match it tonally through the genre and also the overall emotion of what the song entails. So Burning Bridges is the second single from this album and was released on August 25th of 2021, and that is according to Tom Skinner of NME. And according to Sigrid's social media, which Skinner also comments on, she says it's about that moment when you know you have to let go and honor what you find true in yourself and how you express yourself, which can be taken in multiple different routes and genres. So, the main genre that I could pull from listening to this song numerous times is the idea of letting go of toxic people that keep holding you back and are basically trying to change you for the worse, and knowing that you deserve better and then letting them go and being able to express yourself freely. Where this kind of tone of uplifting yet um, angry, rageful tones really shine here, which are very reminiscent of heavy, jarring 80s synth, which makes it quite an intense listen for the listeners and and her fan base, especially when it crescendos at the very end of the song, where Sigrid finally solidifies the message of you need to let go of the people who are holding you back, of the feelings that are unmet, and yeah. So in the song, it starts, the chorus goes, you gotta let it go. Sometimes you just can't fix it. And I feel like to start off this song, or to start off this chorus with that line, really sells the idea that this is about toxic people and it's a hard pill to swallow in order to let someone go despite trying to fix something. And the way she sings this is in a very angry tone, and the sad lyrics on their own, if you read it or you listen to it. So the tone of this song is intense and is matched with the 80s synth that builds across the chorus, and it matches the topic at hand. In the verse, she sings, try to tell you the truth, but you called me a liar. Try to wave a red flag, but you set it on fire. And in terms of tone, that sounds very defensive to me, um, which gradually becomes very uplifting of oneself, or it can be viewed as almost a power move in putting yourself first. So she initially sells the idea, she structures the concept that she wants to play with, and then basically just builds upon it until the very end where everything ties together to tell the story and the narrative, which basically matches it tonally and makes the concept way stronger in effect. So in the music video, this is detailing some significant other where she can sense tension between them, and essentially she wants to let him go despite him not wanting her to leave. Because at the very start of the music video, we see very blurry images of them both, where it flits between Sigrid and this significant other, as they get very close to the camera, which could show how this song is quite up close and personal in terms of her relationships, and also how she let go of that, which basically immediately guarantees that this is going to be an honest take of what she experienced in this time and how she is relatable in telling this advice. She also hints at the album name before the announcement was made the following year, as it says how to let go on an exit sign. So she initially sells the idea that this song is really about how to let go. And I feel like the chorus where it says, you've got to let it go, is a hint to what this album's about to talk about in total. And this song's the center point of what she wants to talk about throughout the entire project. Um, as Sigrid basically confronts her lover, her love interest, there's a lot of tension between them, which I would say is very good acting on their part, to signify that there's obviously pressure in their relationship. She doesn't feel respected by her significant other. it really sells the narrative which he tries to tell in the first verse, which can be taken in multiple different ways, but she's solidifying the fact that this is about a lover who does not appreciate her enough. But as she walks away from him, it gradually gets into a run, and she runs into a wall, which eventually breaks from this train station area into a jungle-ish area, which, in my opinion, really matches with the tempo and the power of the song, because it goes straight into the chorus, and then she runs straight through, which matches this angry tone in a very liberating way, where she finally has this freedom to express herself and she doesn't feel tethered to anybody. She feels as if she can be independent and bold as she likes to portray herself in her artistry. In the second verse, at I believe it's a train station, we get what I deem to be flashbacks to the couple's struggles, where it's a very rapid scene of them arguing in what's supposed to be structured like a hotel room or a bedroom, where they're arguing. It's very intense, it's very powerful, it's very melancholic as well, um, which basically gives us more insight as to how this has happened, what led to this song being made, and what led Sigrid to feeling this way. It almost gives a reason as to why the tone is the way it is, which then strengthens the concept. It almost safety proofs it. Um, but with them arguing and the erratic pace, it also builds tension in the subject and almost gives it a reason as to why she has to go and why that's powerful in itself. By the end of the song, she escapes the boyfriend in a car as the chorus finally reaches its high climax compared to the others, where she finally hits a high note and she's driving away from the partner who's watching her leave. And this basically signifies that she finally has found the resolution of the story that she's trying to tell, and it fully matches this uplifting tone that she's been trying to sell throughout this entire song, while still remaining quite angry, but almost in a powerful, liberating, freeing way that she hadn't done in Mirror before. So this song fully sells the concept, although it can be taken in multiple different routes. It sells the idea that when Sigrid comes in with personal experiences, she will match the tone in which this concept is built around, where she hopes that also this can build upon positive outcomes, but also this makes it very relatable because a lot of people are angry and very hurt when people don't treat them right, and people basically keep them grounded and stop them from being free. So it makes it very relatable on her part in order to match the feelings that everyone else has in society about these toxic people, and then being able to change this anger and then move it into a liberating source of energy and further and power. So yes, that is my analysis of Burning Bridges and its concept in tone.